one of those normal evenings, a casual stroll back to the church after sneaking some hooch out by the old cemetery. I should have went back to the parish and helped out Father Guido with his sermon. Maybe it was the booze, or some weird ethereal shenanigans, but strange noises coming from a graveyard devoid of life did catch my attention. Normally I would throw my bet on the spirits. That is, the kind that come and go. Before my thoughts were interrupted, I was contemplating on how perfectly content I was with the way my life was playing out. Free room and board, nice quiet environment. The entertainment wasn't too bad, with the occasional juicy confession, and you couldn't beat the retirement plan. I thought I had it all figured out, but then, well, you know, sometimes the unexpected happens.
Help me plead for the return of my soul, I beg of you. It comes, it's near, I can feel it. Oh, God, save me from this eternal fate, I beg of you. Father, please listen to my confessions, for I'm a wretched man. My sins are many and grievous to my soul. I have become that which I have feared, partaking of innocent blood.
What are you doing out here at this time of night?
Shut up, priest! Forgive me, Father. Please listen to my sins. I haven't much time. My soul. It comes from my soul.
Okay, fine. Please continue, my son. Priest's job is never done. Couldn't this have waited till I was back at the parish?
You mock me! You have no idea the evil that wells up within me, the agony of my own hell, and the torture of my soul. It comes from my soul.
Forgive me, my son. What is it that troubles you? What do you believe is coming for you?
There's no time. My soul's lost.
There, my son. All hope is not lost. We must have faith in the good Lord, and He will deliver us unto salvation.
I've been in the darkness for so long. The evil wells up inside me and I can't control it. There is no compassion. There is no love, only desire. I must feed. I must feed.
You'll be okay.
Who are you?
I'm just a figment of your imagination.
That was probably the worst hangover I ever had. I was just grateful that I was in a bed and not face first in Father Guido's toilet. What happened?
It's about time you woke up.
Where am I?
Could have been worse. Well, at least your blood test came back negative.
HIV?
No. Look, I need you to tell me about what happened that night.
You mean last night?
No, that night. You've been asleep for 7 days.
What?
I've been sitting here for the past 6 nights waiting for you to wake up. I'm out of time. I'm out of patience. Now, tell me what you remember.
He came out of the cemetery. He was begging for forgiveness. I was taken back. I couldn't figure out why he was out there. He seemed wild, insane. I was consoling him, and then he bit me.
What happened after that?
I think there was a woman.
A woman?
Yeah. Yes. I think she killed him. I think she tasted my blood.
Like I said, could have been worse.
I don't understand.
Demons, Father McDaniels. Fallen angels and their bastard spawn. Evil creatures of the night. Vampires.
Vampires?
This is the last time you'll see me. Be warned. From here on out, the path you choose will lead to your salvation. Or your eternal damnation. This is your last chance, Father McDaniels.
Father Callahan seemed like a good sort. He just wasn't telling me everything. I wish he would have, but at that point, I probably wouldn't have believed him anyway. Stupid nightmares. I started having them all the time. Couldn't even blink my eyes without seeing some tormented soul. Or her. She was hot. I couldn't get over that alluring, seductive tone in her, well, we'll just keep it at that for now. But that pitiful soul she killed, he wasn't just some creepy bum that had too many bats in the belfry. There was something definitely wrong with him. More than just a crazed maniac that liked going around biting people on the neck. Unknown desires and passions began to spring up from a bottomless pit. I questioned everything I had been taught, everything I had known and believed. Maybe I should have let it go, but something just didn't fit into my not-so-perfect view of the world. The nightmares, the research, the memory of that night, oh yeah, and the bite marks on my neck, all pointed to one conclusion. Vampires were real. I wondered how many other unreal things lurked in the darkness. Talk about coming to certain realizations. My life was boring. I wasn't really satisfied, although I had it easy sliding through life on charitable donations. I felt that I was missing so many other things. The old life was slipping away. Everything I knew, believed, and felt was just a pipe dream, and one of these days I would wake up and know the truth behind the curtain. I had a lot of questions. I knew one person at least would have some of the answers, and I thought that if I hung around the right place, she would eventually show up. Unfortunately, I was right.
That's always my favorite.
I would imagine so.
I'm falling for it.
I don't have any of this.
Something inside me was screaming to leave, but the obsession I had garnered wouldn't let me.
Fancy meeting someone of your caliber here.
I've been waiting for you.
And just how did you know that I would come here?
You leave a trail of corpses. Besides, I figured you'd show up in a place like this, where lonely people would flock to.
You should have been a detective. So I guess the question is, why have you been searching for me?
Answers.
Why seek them from me? I would think that the Vatican would hold all answers to any questions you would have.
I have searched the archives, the old manuscripts, new books, old books. Hell, I've even watched movies. They have some commonalities, but I think they're all fabrication, fantasies of the imagination. And I'm tired of living in fantasy. Look, you were there that night. You have the knowledge that I seek. What I was taught was that there's a God, a heaven, and a hell. But those are just beliefs without substance. Nothing that one could touch or feel or even see. But what I witnessed that night, it was real. I held in my arms a real live vampire. A thing of legend, of mythology, of old wives' tales. A thing thought only to scare little children into saying their bedtime prayers.
A thing that no longer has life? You should go back to your priesthood, priest. The lives you talk about are lives without hope, without faith, without love.
What is hope and faith and love? I have been filled with those my entire life, and yet they're nothing but thoughts, whims of desire, never fulfilled.
Cup runneth over, yet you still thirst. What is it you thirst for?
I thirst for knowledge. Things you not only read about in books, but things you actually experience. Reality that you can touch. I desire fulfillment of passions. Passions that are attainable and not just some possibility, some far-off entertainment.
And I can supply all of this.
Supply? You can supply me, beautiful lady, with that. Way you're dressed like this, we can do that. Humpty Dumpty Highway in my place, if you want.
Now wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah. Yes, it would.
But I'd rather do this. Nighty night.
I think you snapped his neck.
It was more fun than a romp down Humpty Dumpty Lane. At least with him. Give me what I want, and I'll give it to you straight up. The truth, no deceptions, no lies, the good and the bad. There are things unimaginable to man, undescribable with mere words. There is desire, passion, and power beyond the limits of any human capacity. Explosive emotions. Fire that rages through the body, nearly uncontrollable. A journey of primal ecstasy and extreme pleasure.
One of them. What have you done to me?
You chose. I just obliged. And no, I am not one of them, son. I am their mother. And now for the bad. My children are frail. They are weak, fragile. Their desires are so strong, they are never satisfied. Their passion so deep, it leaves them empty. No hope, no faith, no love. They have no future, except damnation eternal. Blood goes stale, wounds do not heal. They must consume life from others just to stay alive. A touch of sunlight burns, a ray disintegrates their skin. They beg me to end their misery, yet when I come, they run. So strong the need to survive, to escape what they have become. You will call and I will come. I will relieve you of your torturous life, but that will not save you from the eternal path you chose, that of the damned. Hell awaits you, my son, but I will one day be there with you at your side.
I finally realized what Father Callahan was trying to tell me, and in my current situation, I don't think it prudent to meet up with him again.